Already taken down mid, plessen making his way forward. It's robiin who's going to hit the deck first. MHL, the new boy on the block, making that impact profound in the opening exchange.
Yeah, man advantage picked up. robiin having to watch from the spectator screen as Nine now know they can play with this advantage. They know that Alliance, you know, best case scenario, they play for trades. Nine still have the firepower on their side. Alliance know the best route about this round now is just to group up and go with it. MHL taking contact towards Gap again. How many more can they collect with these Julies?
Yeah, Julies are firing off. Eventually has to dig into the pocket and reload. Key in support, falling further back, and this is allowing plenty of time for a rotation to come through as well. Avid finally gets into a position to take that fight, but head on the chopping block. MHL's found another, finally compounded under the pressure, and this bomb can get planted. There are 9 players still within the site though, looking to test on the other side of the smoke. Tomiko the first of which to jump up, plenty of damage dealt, but no killing blow. Bowden in a 1 versus 2, Berettas of his own, but not too much HP to account for in this situation. No kit on the 9 side, but it matters not. The head taken clean off, and that will be the defuse coming through.
Yeah, I've got to give it
their footsteps, but naturally thinks better of it. robiin with some early utility. Alliance just slowly scaling into this play, but there are rifles waiting for them now. Tomiko and MHL again partnering up, but forced to fall back. Make the concession of a little more space. robiin does go down for it though, and still Alliance looking to force the issue in this area of the map. Elsewhere, Avid is walking up. Gunfight taken with Bambo, but loses out in the HP department and ultimately has to concede.
Yeah, this is where Alliance know that they can play the mind games in timings, right? You've still got like a whole minute on the clock. You don't have to go anywhere quickly. This is about working the map and basically trying to figure out how Nine
panning out to be.
Doesn't take away from the fact that the bomb's going to explode, though, and Alliance have themselves an equalizer. A very promising turnaround of events. You can see top mid of your screen, it is now 1-1, and I mean, just to take into account the roll of the dice, they had 3 towards A. Bambosh tasked to hold middle, I guess, for now, because he doesn't want to get flanked out and lose the round that way. Yeah, this is looking pretty promising here for Alliance. Nine needs to put up a strong defense.
Nine, like you say, once again, stacking player numbers towards this side of the map, perhaps. Some sort of a read, an ante coming into this one, that's where Alliance would prefer to play through. And while they've got it bang on, the shot's not quite landing. plessen looking over them for themselves, you should say. But as you've already mentioned, it does certainly feel like both of these teams have quite the info on each other, the way that they're posturing, especially around A, a lot of those fights being taken. robiin has a homing missile in his pocket. Again, the nade finding value. Tomiko spraying through the smoke, finding one. MHL another as they walk on out. It's like a deer in headlights. Tomiko catching everything. Bowden without his fabled AWP in a 1 versus 4 and with no chance in hell really to rectify this from the rest of his.
robiin trying to create the placebo that ramp is ordered to be taken. Smoke goes deep, so he knows that someone's probably pushing for info. Bowden required to trade. Kai's antics with his AK only good for the single, but it is still a man advantage for Nine. And lesser troops on the attacking side to try and make the move towards A. It's what they're going to go for. But MHL poised and ready with this M4. 3 players coming his direction. How many more is he going to be good for?
It certainly feels like this Nine defense so far has just been drip feeding kills. A screw loose, but MHL tightens up. Gap firmly under his control, but the rest of the site continues to leak. Bowden Master putting shots through heads yet again on this AWP. It's the chest this time, in fact, which finds itself exploded. But a 1 versus 2 continuing to prevent itself from him closing this one out.
Take the site with 2 smokes, 1 molly, 2 flashbang. The AWP, the walk-in, Bowden Master. Good for his first, has to duck away, wants to play safe with the big green. It's the AK
situation this time. Punished for the overextension. MHL preparing utility to stop the onslaught from continuing. There's only 15 seconds left or so. So that means that every last little piece is going to make the world of difference. MHL on the angle, plessen with the pre-fire, and the head taken clean off. Incendiary landing, digits needing to be punched.
HP is a problem. Another pertinent issue is the fact that this molly hasn't landed deep, which means Tomiko has not been cleared. Manual labour for robiin through the wall. It's Tomiko's headshot that's now silenced. 4v3, and they've realised, well, probably the CT side have pushed the panic button a bit here, and they've had a whole lot of contact and probably have overstacked, hence why plessen's moved up towards the sandbag, and this is free real estate.
All right, look at this rotation coming through, though. Nine have got it bang on the money. Key will be here with one of the only rifles that they have in hand. Swiftly removed as plessen dismisses another, fighting the front lines again for Alliance, but quickly shut down by mynio. Down into the last 10 seconds or so. The flank here from Bowden is going to be huge. Round defining, in fact. He's walked out in front of two players. One of them takes him down. 4 seconds. robiin needs the kill to win the round. He'll take 2 stabs at it, but neither of them slashes to dish out blood from his opponent. And there you...
Playing things incredibly slow. Everyone instructed not to let go of the shift keys. The ramp fight's happening. That would be a nice fight to win, to be fair, for Twist, but robiin also drops, so no AWP and no space towards ramp. They try and lob the molly on top. Bowden tries to be the hero to collect. Instead, another frag poached. They'll move out towards B. Bambosh lets them run by. First kill. They know where the second is. Avid now stuck between a rock and a hard place. And
net early advantages. Been made to work for it a little bit here, though. Twist spotting out Bambosh, but the readjustment is very well supported from the rest of his team. 4 versus 2 materializes.
And I mean, from here on out, right, 50 seconds, Avid and Bowden left with 1 smoke, 1 flash, and 1 molly between them. And need to find 4 scouts. The first already found, MHL probably overstepping a little too much for Nine's liking. But again, they're going to be well versed and prepped for a moment like this. They've lost the early possession, but they have got the numbers to make up for it. A 3-man stack towards the site, and it is being unwoven.
Brilliant kill on the headshot, but I'm not sure if they're going to be expecting Key to have nestled himself so breaking a lot more well drilled here for Nine. They'll have spoken about it in the attack timeout that we did see take place. Tomiko claiming another kill. This round, the game plan for Alliance very much divide and conquer. See if you can find your opportunities and take them. At that kind of range with a P250 is not where it's going to be most accurate or most effective. Bowden Master taken out. Now Twist, only 5 points of health, has to try and rectify the whole damn thing. No real danger. robiin instead taking the duty of entry fragger onto his own shoulders. plessen a little delayed on the way back up, yet still good for the refrag. Nestles themselves nicely, and then MHL taken down by Bowden as they look to lend that advantage back to the Polish squad. 4 versus 3, and starting to materialize, but not before the front lines aren't completely kept under control. Tomiko shows Bowden can't pull the trigger, and all of a sudden it's a 2 versus 2, a flash in hand, the transfer pretty damn good, but not quite good enough. Twist needing to find a few more kills. Has already picked up 2 on this round, doubles his statistics, and has 45 seconds left to play with the bomb on his back.
I can't believe...
We'll have to go for an info play back here, though, because that has already run dry. Nine making steadily advances towards the A side of things, and the rotation's starting to get called through to match it as well. Bambosh the first to show. Damage dealt, but no kill yet found. Flash back in. plessen. Headshot taken. More damage being dealt. Alliance doing a decent job to hold on here, and I tell you what, Ryan, seems as if they've fully thwarted this push.
Yeah, Bambosh with the bomb though, so he can try and escape behind the smoke if he wanted to. It is just Key 1v4. It's the first, 3 more to go. Likelihood is that Alliance aren't going to give him a fight until he swings a position where every single player on the CT side can shoot back. You can see he's trying to creep up close, Twist, baited in. Headshot player still not revealing himself, to be fair. They are fighting 1 by 1, tapping away.
Important round there. Nine actually opting for a couple of Ds here. Yeah, A1S over the top at range is going to do a brilliant job at taking down Kai. MHL still looking for more, but Alliance, this is really that position to kick on. And like we say, the difference between an 8-4, 7-5, that's your buffer to have this kind of situation, to close that gap up off the back of the pistol. Nine having been in the... It's robiin with the rifle first to take the fight, however. Avid now getting a look in on towards mid, and as the rest of the players try and make their arrival, well, the party's over before it's even started.
Yeah, sapped of life, Nine in this round. Not a lick of damage done to this CT side, and they found 3 kills. Very disappointing, as the CT side have gotten away with what feels like robbery.
Crazy, man. Just Twist and Avid, in and out, smash and grab. Like I say, keeping themselves mobile. It's worked so far, but they can't deny the plant here just yet.
Try and drop the molly down to do so, but again, their concern isn't giving away any of the money to the T side, right? They know that even with a bomb plant, the loss bonus, it's not going to be strong enough for a decent level investment. This is about a statement, keeping 5 alive, trying to get as many guns from this round into the next as possible, and taking their time clearing out the likes of mynio and MHL. There's Twist Seike. mynio 1v5, finds one, but gets gunned down.
The smoke isn't made of concrete, though, so tomiko was considering just running through, and may have even taken a timing if it was there for him. plessen, up close and personal. Back to back with each other. MHL's walked past. When this one clears, he's going to be in for the surprise of his life, and could have had the reward to go with it, but no, a 1-for-1 will not suffice in this situation. It's given 9 half a chance. They can get the bomb plant. Sure, it comes at the cost of some damage with the incendiary landing on spot. tomiko now really has to be the hero to see this one through. First set of players lined up, but immediately knocked down. Key already low, defuse coming through. That is the round sealed and delivered.
That's so funny. I think Twist actually thinks he killed Key. Like, if you watch that back, his reaction, he sprays him down, he just pulls his knife out and runs in the
wrong way.
Yeah, it's interesting you bring that up because, as you say, you know, after streaks like this, you would assume that it's going to be a lack of confidence that kills this Alliance side. But look at this. Everyone just confident in taking fights. plessen. A third from Twist as well. It's across the map. Kills galore. Alliance have silenced the 9 pushes once again, and he's just... If he can, though, we will see if he can deliver. The molly fades, and he's actually able to get himself on the angle. Yeah, playing anti, but will swing out on timing. And through the smoke, finds Bam Bosch, not to mention plessen. He actually catches out one on the flank. tomiko's gone pushing in A, and that's a hat-trick of frags for him. And now the pin has to be pulled from B. Both players move in towards A, but the bomb's running the other way. MHL, in the meantime, has found all this space. Alliance have been played at their own game. And, well, locking in this round one way or another. The plant should happen in a few moments. Plenty of time to do.
Swiftly guarding the exit to the site. Both players chunked by its detonation, and I'll tell you what.
Contact ramp, one of which is the bomb of mynio. So if they are going to commit, then they are ready and raring to go. Caught with his pants down, Robin. Bowden locked out of Ivy with the AWP as well. 3v5, Avid spotted as the smoke plumes. A wild spray from Key, leaving him at 9 points of health. But 3v5, if I'm Alliance, I want nothing to do with this round. I'm thinking about a save, and I'm thinking about giving over a 9th to the 9th side.
Avid, head on a swivel, does find buys. 9-10 the scoreline will read in a couple moments' time. MHL getting yet another, and Avid is found with a shot to the side of the head. Couple players go.
But now we're getting to a stage where, you know, you start to feel a little less comfortable. You start to feel like maybe this game is a little more two-sided rather than a one-way street.
Your own worst enemy is yourself. Head above the waterline just for now. Bowden, the one tasked with it. Loads of damage put out, not enough for a kill. Oh, and plessen wants to pull the pin, but instead gets his life taken away. Twist in a 1 versus 2, and I'll tell you what. There's a level of probability about this, but it all starts with this fight onto tomiko, who has been given the time and space to reposition up close and give the contact play that MHL would have been begging for. Exactly that, with the Polish power, Puska Grom.
Good start for Twist. That's a better look for Alliance. The 5v4, I feel like it's been way too long since we've seen an advantage fall in their favour. And in fact, it's not just for 1, it's for 2, because at B, they struck another vein of gold. Well, he goes back, but for this T side, I think they realise that maybe now they need to up the ante a little bit. tomiko, good start, up to 25 here on Vertigo, but still, a player disadvantage, 3v4, 9. Someone's going to have to pull a rabbit out of a hat somewhere.
And its name is plessen. Pulled by the ears. MHL reveals a kill which could have made all the difference, but Robin, oh my goodness, has managed to just walk down the elevator shaft take a fight MHL's way. Now 4 versus 3, or 2 versus 3 I should say. Mynio going up in flames. Bomb not yet planted, but Tomiko the one ultimately tasked with making something happen. But again, Bowden in position to stop that from happening. Bambosh finished off. A fully healthy player that took that fight, but the one put in the grave with plenty of holes left in them. Here's plessen again up on the boost. 7 feet tall. Spots Tomiko. Spam through the wall. Key on the receiving end. Just punches damage into where he felt it coming through. And has struck gold in that situation.
Yes, confidence.
That's Nine's cue to keep pushing forward. Now, some real time and space to get this bomb planted, and they've got the numbers to back it up with as well.
Look, you've got the bomb down. You've got the player advantage. You do not need to go anywhere because this round is yours. Served on a silver platter. Avid and Twist have got a very, very difficult decision to make. We haven't really got the loss bonus to go buying again in the next round. Do we think this 2v3 is winnable? They say yes. They'll start pushing
Smoke
in.
down.
Avid, that's a smoke on the bomb. A tap, not a stick. He's waiting for a fight. He's trying to buy the information. A first kill for Avid. A second through the smoke, and now he starts to stick. Tomiko, knife draw, will start left click. Someone dies, and Robin might just illustrate how easy that could be. Out towards the site. Look, he lets one go. He's playing discipline because he wants to tase one down, and now the flank is the main force because Robin can swing out on site. There's an AK on ramp and an M4 in Avid's hands as well. The bomb is actually at the feet of the CT side. Bambosh goes leaping, Bambosh goes shooting, and now 2v2. The 5-7 will gun one down. The on the move shooting from plessen will retrieve a gun, and MHL trying to flank out. There's 20 seconds left. He has to go and pick up a bomb in all of this as well.
Knows about both players though. Would have had the information about the second on stairs, but only has 19 points of health now from which to work. A fully healthy Bowden, stocked up with an AK, will to his ears, getting ready to orchestrate yet another symphony, the captain. Incendiary coming in, smoke to the feet, the ninja popping out in surprise. Stars flying out his pockets, a 5-star turnaround for Alliance at the end. 13-11, they finally have their way on their opponent's pick of taking a solo engagement. But the connector push will swiftly follow. Trades coming through, Key able to get one, but it shall not suffice to quell the might of the Alliance A push. Already on spot and getting ready to plant the bomb.
Good space. Oh, the read
Hello.
from Avid is brilliant. Here's a couple of sets of steps, and he's realizing, yeah, maybe this guy's going to go aggro and try and strip the bomb plant away from us and delay us in our attempts to win this round out. Unfortunately, there will be no closure for 9 in this one unless Key can pull off a 1v4. Nails the first, but with 3 more to go, this feels like the odds are very much stacked against him. Shadow of Robin is definitely spotted. But, yeah, I don't think there's going to be much of a movement other than finding this second kill because the bomb's planted in the open. Both players can play passive. A tap of the bomb, trying to bait a fight. Again, this is all about playing the clock. They've done enough of it. Kai, fair enough. I mean, look, he's found, or Key, sorry, he's found 4 in the round. Denied of the ace, but it does not matter because the round was never going to... Fast B play. No messing about here for Alliance. They are just flinging these SMGs in. 1 kill for Robin, to be fair. A bit of team damage, and actually a scary scenario unveiling because 3 kills have found its way towards one.
9 able to get some luxuries here. MHL on the AWP finds one, but up close and personal, Mynio bested by the MAC-10. And all of a sudden, this A hold is again looking very, very leaky. Key forced to move a little further back into toilets. Look at the rotation this has called. Alliance demanding their attention on this side of the map, and for good reason. Avid will deny, 40 seconds remaining. The B site open for business. Bambosh swiftly on the scene, drops round the back, tries to take cover in the smoke, but there's nothing going. No shield, nothing to the side to try and defend him. MHL a moment too late. AWP snaps for a first.
A little stronger than, you know, just a full USP eco. Want to show a little bit of respect to 9 and understanding that Twist being low not going to be very helpful. But the damage is equal now that Bambosh gets caught out. Plessen swings open the condor, able to get the frag, shuts it behind him. Now the monster push can start to come on in, and Harry, this should just be a formality for a round win. MHL finding 2 and a P250,
wow.
Another as MHL makes it 3, and they have been silenced. Alliance and Magnet to the AWP all get drawn into M1, to be honest with you. Should have been silenced there, and then difficult scenario now for 9, because yeah, sure, they've spent a lot of time gambling on this short presence being worthwhile, but elsewhere, A is completely open. Fortunate that mynio finds robiin. Good trade. Tomiko just balls of steel swinging B monster like.
Exactly favour them here, and that smoke dropped on site is going to cause a world of issue for the remaining players. Incendiary doesn't land, but the shot from MHL does.
Not quite meeting the match here, as you know, Bowden 2 and 4. I mean, even then, the rifle work. robiin 4 and 5. We were talking about how standout he was. This is a very big chance for them to get rid of the AWP, but it's MHL's to take more lives from them. Key with some aggression through long will flank out and find one more AWP on Bowden. 1v4. Chance of him claiming anything here is going to be next to nothing. But this is a play I don't mind. Just lobs the AWP out the map. See you later. If we're not getting it, you certainly aren't.
Little bit of a shame.
Fine in a good enough position, but you know, in an ideal world, you kind of want to bolster your economy that little bit more. Hoping that this is their chance to do exactly that. It is just flat out aggression across the board, and no signs of forgiveness. 9 are applying the pressure even more so in scenarios like this one. They've got all of A control. They've swept out B short and start to figure out a way to crush the dreams of Alliance taking that first map, but we all know how it ends.
Yeah.
And they hope they don't fall into the same feeling as map 1, where things are going their way but feel lost towards the end.
I wouldn't even say that this round, from a macro perspective, is any better than what we just saw.
No.
Alliance a little bit more accurate, though, with some of those Tech 9s. They're going to be walking into trouble on A, however. Bomb left elsewhere, and a golden opportunity has been missed out on, it feels like. robiin can pick up a kill, gets a rifle back, looking quite healthy. Key in rotation, MHL still holding this cross. They've managed to best him in that regard, though. Bowden has the angle from low HP. Wallbang attempted, but robiin not taken down just yet. Captain staying with the ship, but finally off the mark. Bowden finished off. So, yeah, you can tell from the inflection in your voice, a little bit disappointed with that one for Alliance, and more way of players to be uprooted from position as it stands. Avid holding his nerve a little more this time and pulls the trigger for a quick kill, which gives Alliance back the advantage. They only need a couple more rounds here, honestly, Ryan, and they've had more than enough opportunities to do so. Let's hope this isn't another one of them.
Shouldn't fumble a scenario like this one.
MHL was holding for the peak of the comp player.
Yeah.
Goes back in, flash catches everyone, blind as a bat. But Twist, with all of his experience, echolocates, picks it up, all on Bambosh. You find nothing here, the round is done, nearly gets the plant denial. Twist with the follow-up, that should be it. mynio now 1 versus 1, picks up the first, looking for the second, walking around the pillar. It's Twist to do it for Alliance.
Such a sick position for plessen. And you even mentioned, right, like, how little do Alliance end up going A? It feels like B has just been the simulated result every single time Alliance have tried to take a site on this T side. So why not? Screw it. Let's go for some long aggression. Let's try and do something unpredictable, a little less readable, and hope for the best. And, well, yeah, sure, maybe not the best of kills to see in the feed as Twist gets dropped to Key. There's still a bomb plant. There's still a site that is owned by this T side, and there is still so much space for this Alliance side to work with that 9 will eventually need to take off them.
The Alliance have picked the map up, given it a shake and turned it on its head. They're playing the role of the CTs now to defend the site which they have enshrouded with themselves. Bowden's picked up his first, and robiin's in position to ultimately kill off the round. I like the position from Twist earlier. Very passive angle.
Key over Peaks! He swings in, he wanted the information, he wanted to know if anyone's coming up or down connector, and he gets
pick of Alliance. It goes the opposite instead. Avid, nice trade. Tomiko left guessing as to where he is, but has booked the first train out of the station. Comes back, hits the buffers. Tomiko, a dead man walk.
Been good in the previous few. The walking, you know, the contact plays that they've been making have worked out. Plessen, head tucked, should be the man finding the kill. Instead, it's a massive blunder out of the AK-47.
Moments like this, which you really need to go in your favour for 9, especially when there's only a couple pistols on the board here as well. Rifles available to them, one of them now lost. Plunge to the depths of water and short. Twist, stopping Bambosh from managing to stick an arm or a leg out to retreat.
And look, they're going to go gambling B, but unfortunately all the utils landing on A, and your chances are up in this half. I feel like it should be 7-5, and Alliance, look, 3-0 up, they go 5-3 down. The fact that they've then turned things back on its head and gone 7-5, I don't know.
Though, always on the offensive. Key taking down Robin. The Swedes trying to be swift with their engagements here, and I'll tell you what, they have dismissed at the double. It's a 4 versus 3 situation, and if they can manage to hold on a little longer in this B position, or at least deny 9 taking post-plant positions, it's going to be brilliant for them, and of course it would be Bowden round the backside to make that happen.
Another headshot found, 4v1. I know there's been a plant, but Tomiko to win this round out, it's going to be mighty difficult. Twist is in heaven with a kit. If he dies, he needs to make sure the kit rolls forward. He doesn't. There's plenty of time without it, but you've always got to think about plan B.
Started it off like he would have hoped. Key with a trade. No weapons to be retrieved, and that bomb far from being committed.
That is just
unreal.
Level of disrespect from Plessen. Swings out, like, literally just balls to the wall, just flies out long. Bearing in mind, he's so wide that he's facing both angles, just 2 taps on both. Left, right, good night to the long hold, the short play. I mean, it has been...
Finally, they're stepping back into a performance which looks a lot more in character. It's little plays like that which can make all the difference. Bowden on the boost, dismantles Key. The rest of the push is forced to make its way into what is looking like a doomed situation.
To be fair, there is some pushback from this T side. MHL finding 1. Nicely done, Avids getting Bambosh caught off on short though, which means now you have no plan B, right? Your lurking option is gone. They have to commit to A, and I think Alliance will be very, very intelligent about how they play this one. You can see, maybe not so much in terms of an active crossfire, but it's just Robin playing tuck, Bowden to take first contact. Now it will be Robin that takes the next fight just to try and take eyes away from long. Bombs in the open anyway. It's only a P250 or mynio, but no chance for the 9 boys here. Alliance and poke and prod and punish this early aggression that 9 are attempting.
It's so nice from Alliance as well, even with the utility which 9 use early to try and dissuade them, that they're still able to recalibrate for their goal of taking this water control early through Plessen, through Avid. Gonna hang around in this position a little longer, but they get rewarded for their tenacity. Bowden, another kill, and like I was saying themselves here, Avid has really turned things around when you consider the stats he was putting up as the lowest scorer for Alliance last time. Tech9's the catalyst for the push here. Bowden the first to be challenged. In fact, instead, it's Plessen through connector. Thought he cleared it.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Look,
Twist.
he's gonna wait. He's gonna wait.
Waits for a little bit more. Lines them up. Knocks them down. Twist with a 3-piece, which will put Alliance up on 12. Map and
Sealing down. And with that, lines up a hat trick, gets himself the 4th, and this should just be game over. Robin with a level of disrespect not seen before. Bowden locking in the second. 5v3, 5v2 in fact for Alliance, and confidence is beaming from the Swedish camp right now. They are not stopping for anyone. It might even be a flawless way to close the show. mynio versus 5, and unfortunately for 9, close affairs on Vertigo. Devastation here on Overpass, and there will be no more chance. They are in 0-2 of the Contenders Swiss stage, and that means 1 loss away from elimination, 1 loss away from finding themselves with no opportunity on a flight to UAE.
There we have it. You can see mynio, like you say, 1v5 in the New Jersey for a new era of 9, dressed in black, but it is for their funeral instead. Of course, it goes dark before the sun rises again, but will they see